We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got the first game in the NFL season. So we got something other than baseball for you guys. We'll talk over the Cowboys and the Eagles, along with 6 baseball games because it's a short card today in the MLB. Before we jump into it, we'll look back at what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong. It wasn't a great day. It was a losing day. I'm trying to find where I can find my stuff. Some Parleys. We'll click on me. And we'll go down, see if we. Wow, that's a lot of games, a lot of packs. Third. There we go. Henry Davis to get a hit was a no play because he didn't start. The Pirates money line was a no play because Ohtani didn't start. Luckily, I saw that in time and reposted it back up to get Sheehan. So that was a plus 145 winner. Seattle loser, awful. Yankees loser, awful. Texas money line was a loser. The Mets over was a loser. Bo Bichette over bases was a loser. Suarez over bases was a loser. At least I got the Blue Jays run line. I got the Orioles money line. I got Vladdy over his bases. So we had a couple of winners, but ultimately it was not a great day. Hopefully we could bounce back today. A little bit of NFL, short card in the MLB. So we'll go ahead and jump into all that. Salutations. What's up, ISX? What's up, Drewski? Welcome. Ready to cash big today. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm excited. We'll start off with what everybody's interested in. And I will say I've seen plenty of 8.5s and plenty of 8s. So I've seen a lot of both. But we'll talk the Cowboys and the Eagles first. The Eagles are 8.5 point favorites with a total of 48. Whether you get 8 or 8.5 doesn't matter. I will tell you right off the rip, first game of the year, I'm on the Eagles. This has been a line that's kind of been moving all around, and it climbed all the way up to a 9. It sat at 9 for a while and then dropped back down to an 8.5. My big thing with this one, the way that the money's coming in kind of looks towards the Cowboys because 62% of the bets, but only 56% of the money's on the Eagles, and the line's moving the weird way. And I see everybody loves the Eagles. I don't see a lot of Cowboy love. I see a lot of people overreacting over the fact of Micah Parsons being traded. So I'm going to be grabbing the Dallas Cowboys here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Dallas Cowboys won outright tonight. But I do like Dallas in the first NFL game of the year. And it may be something that I might just throw up a trifecta for them. Take the Cowboys on the spread, first quarter, first half, full game. Just go all out with Dallas tonight. Big on Dallas today. Morning nugget for my guy, JMU. Yes, I'm on JMU today. I'm on JMU. I was feeling the Birds today as well. No, I'm not on the Birds. I'm on the Cowboys. You heard Eagles money line? No Eagles. Nope. What's up, Tim? I like the over in the Eagles game and Saquon to get a touchdown. Saquon should get a touchdown today. The Eagles will score. I could see an over because I see Cowboys being able to score as well. Cowboys spread and pick it over receiving yards. Sure. Especially if the Dallas Cowboys might be working from behind. I could see a backdoor cover in this one. But I do like the Cowboys, and Pickett's gonna be a big part of it. I may just play the over. That's fair as well. I don't hate that idea either. And Sean's asking Waddle or Wilson. For what? Are you asking for fantasy? If you're asking for fantasy football, I'll be honest, I got not a clue. Not a clue. But that is the one football game for today. Rays versus Guardians. We'll talk Rays versus Guardians. Oh no, yeah, I see it. We'll talk about that. That's the third game we'll do. No MLB picks. We're about to jump into MLB now. So we'll start it off. 4 o'clock game. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers are minus 125. 7.5 is your total in this one. Ranger Suarez taking on Freddie Peralta. Ranger Suarez this season has been really good. 21 starts, 10-6 record, 3.02 ERA, and 131 innings pitched, 44 runs, 30 walks, and 124 strikeouts. Although he's been great, Freddie Peralta is going to get the pitching advantage for me. 28 starts, a 16-5 record, a 2.58 ERA, 153 and 2/3 innings pitched, 44 runs, 58 walks, and 168 strikeouts. So pitching advantage will go towards the Brewers. Hitting advantage, you got the Brewers hitting against lefties, which they're number 6 in baseball at 108 WRC+. Phillies against righties are 109. So the Phillies do have a slight hitting advantage in this game. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement, seeing that this line is split down the middle, or the hitting pitching is split down the middle. And since it opened back up at midnight, or around 2:30 a.m., it's gone from minus 115 up to minus 126, making me like the Milwaukee Brewers to start off my day. We'll go ahead and quickly get all of them up. Where is this? Perfect. Boom. So we're going to quickly go and get the we're not going to do it for all of them. We're just going to do it for this one. So sport baseball, Phillies. We're going to take a money line with the Brewers at minus 123. Brewers with pitching. Market. Okay, cool. Quickly to the TikTok chat. Justin Fields or Brock Purdy? For what? I don't know what you're asking. Can you be a little bit more specific than 2 people? Follow me for picks and join the family. I agree, Fat Boy. You should follow me for picks and join the ESP family. I 100% agree with you. Royals. We'll talk about the Royals. That'll be the 4th game we talk about. Start Ejbaka or Tet. I have not a clue. I'll be honest, guys. I'm not a fantasy football person. I really don't know. Pickens or Egbuka? I have not a clue who Egbuka is, so I can't really help you with that one. I'm gonna look up Egbuka now. I don't pay attention. Here's the deal. I don't pay attention to players. Egbuka. He's a wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Bucks. I have not a clue who he is, dude. He's a rookie. That helps. I don't know player props like that. Saquon over 100 yards, sure. I'm on Dallas, so I'm gonna lean against that probably then. Nerfy and the Pirates and Dodgers. We'll talk about the Pirates and the Dodgers in just a second. We'll go to the YouTube chat. You like the Rays today? First 5 under 4.5 in the Brewers game. And the Brewers money line. I like the Brewers. Brewers in the under. Dodgers game under. Line's moved to a 7 now. Also like Pittsburgh, but also kind of scary. I'll probably be on Pittsburgh because I've been on Pittsburgh the first 2 games of the series. And Peralta we trust. Yes, I'm going to trust Peralta. Let's talk about the Dodgers and the Pirates. Blake Snell taking on Paul Skeens. Dodgers minus 115 with a total of 7. Snell this year hasn't really pitched much. 7 games, yeah. 3-3 record with a 2.41, 37 and a third innings pitched, 10 earned runs, 18 walks, and 38 strikeouts. On the opposite side, Paul Skeens, who's going to win the Cy Young Award this year. 28 starts, a 9-9 record with a 2.05 ERA, 167 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 38 walks, and 187 strikeouts. So pitching advantage is with the Pirates. I'm not even going to look at hitting advantage because I know the Dodgers have the hitting advantage. So we're going to be split down the middle for this one, and yeah, we're going to be grabbing the Pirates because this line opened up at -125 for the Dodgers. It's down to 115. And we're gonna take the Pittsburgh Pirates to finish off the sweep. Man, I swear the Pirates always seem to have the Dodgers number. And it's actually kind of funny. So we'll go ahead and put that up. I saw a Nerfy alert, sure, but I can only imagine how juiced that is. Pittsburgh. Yeah, I like Pittsburgh in this game. I 100%. I'm on the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one. By the way, I will have player props after the show. So we'll head to the next one. We got the Guardians and the Rays. Rays are -155 with a total of 8.5. We got two teams that are kind of oh wow, the Rays are actually over 500 again. Rays are playing some good baseball. That's right. They just came off of sweeping Seattle, which was very impressive. And Seattle's kind of fallen off. They're still in a wild card spot, but that's getting a lot closer. And by the way, the Rays are all of a sudden back in the conversation for a wild card spot, 2.5 games back. So these two teams, a half game in between them. So big playoff implication series right here. You get Allen versus Pepia. Logan Allen this year, 26 starts, a 7-10 record with a 4.42 ERA and 134 and a third innings pitched. 66 earned runs, 56 walks, and 105 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you get Mr. Pepiot, who's in 28 starts, 10-10 record, a 3.7 ERA, 158 innings pitched, 65 earned runs, 55 walks, 155 strikeouts. Pepia has the pitching advantage for me. We go and we look at where the line's moving, or sorry, not line moving, hitting and pitching advantage. So pitching advantage with Tampa. Tampa's got to face a lefty. Tampa against lefties is not great, 79 WRC plus. So the Guardians should have a hitting advantage. They do, 87 WRC plus. It's only because nobody has a WRC plus against righties worse than the Rays against lefties besides the Colorado Rockies. So that's interesting to see. We'll go ahead and look at where the line movement is, and that we're split down the middle. And since it opened back up at 10 o'clock last night, it went from 140 to 155. We're going to tag on three. We're going to have 3 plays in the first 3 games. And we're going to go ahead and grab the Tampa Bay Rays on the run line here. Rays are just coming in red hot right now. I wonder what the series prop is for. I'm going to look at that. Nope, I need run line. Just a second. Rays come in red hot after sweeping Mariners. So Tampa Bay run line, and I'm going to check one more thing because I'm curious because I can bet series props for regular season now. So I'm curious to see what the series numbers is for this money line series. Oh, Rays are -160. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. So that's fine. No interest in the series prop, but I do like the Tampa Bay Rays today. Hawkinson, Golden, or Pacheco at the flex? I have not a clue. Colin, I'll be completely honest with you. When it comes to fantasy football, I'm in a family league and I'm in a work league, and that's it. I don't know player props. I don't know. I don't really look at the depth charts. I don't know. So I'm not the right person to ask. I will say, if you want player props for NFL, go check out Terry Edelman. He's been fantastic with props. Check out Terry Edelman on YouTube. Raise the Jolly Roger. Damn right. Raise and the under, it's 8.5 now. There you go. Fade Pepiot. No, I like Pepiot. What about the over? I could see an over. Would you start Arcanine? I have not a clue, dude. I don't know how many times. I don't know fantasy football enough to give you advice on that stuff. I bet sides and totals for the NFL. I do not bet player props. I'm in a family league and I'm in a work league, and that is it. I don't do fantasy football props. I don't do player props, although I'm going to be doing one for picks and parlays today, but I don't personally bet player props. So keep that in mind. We're halfway through the MLB card. We got the Angels and the Royals up next. We get Kyle Hendricks taking on Cameron. Hendricks this year has pitched in 26 games to a 6-9 nice record with a 4.89 ERA, 136 and a third innings pitched, 74 earned runs, 34 walks, and 89 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we got Noah Cameron, who has the pitching advantage in this one. 19 starts, a 7-6 record, 2.92 ERA, 108 innings pitched, 35 walks, 80 walks, and 83 strikeouts. Pitching advantage is towards Cameron. We'll go and look at hitting advantages. LA against lefties, 91 WRC plus. And Royals against righties is 93. So the hitting advantage is actually going to go towards Kansas City. So Kansas City's got both hitting and pitching edge in this one. But the line is not moving towards them because the line opened up at 155. It's down to 145. So this one will end up being a complete stay-away pass game for me. Hall or T. Henderson? Not a clue. Would you trade Debo for purse sales? Not a clue. I don't know fantasy football. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yes, Pepiot. Royals. Minus 145. I'm not going to lay 145. Minus 145. Money line and home edge. Yes, but the way the line's moving, no. We got this game coming up now is the White Sox and the Twinkies. The Twins are minus 150 with a total of 8.5. We get Taj Bradley taking on Allard, who Allard is making his first start. He's a relief pitcher. He's pitched all of 6 2/3 innings this year, so not going to dive deep into him. Although he's allowed 5 earned runs in 6 2/3. So not great, but I mean he's very, very small sample size. Taj Bradley is going to get the pitching advantage in this one, but he's pitched twice since coming to Minnesota with a 7 ERA, so 10 innings, 8 earned runs. Has not looked good. I got to give him the pitching advantage just because the other guy's a bullpen game, but I'm not really a big fan of it. I'll tell you that the Twins have the hitting advantage because the White Sox suck against righties. So Twins have hitting and pitching edge. Line is moving towards the Twins from minus 140 to minus 150, and that is with that's not what I wanted. And that's with all the money coming out of the Twins. Yeah, just not anything I need to get involved with. So once again, another pass for me. Not interested in the Twins and the White Sox. Yandy Diaz hit. I don't know what the odds are on that. I normally like to take total bases. Should I drop Pro4 or Morel? You're in a fantasy baseball league, I'm guessing? Should you drop one? I honestly have no clue how these players are playing right now. Both of them are pretty solid, but I don't know. To the YouTube chat. You scared of them Royals right now? They're 2.5 games back. I'm more worried that the Seattle Mariners are completely choking right now. But honestly, if I had out of the 4 teams that are chasing the Mariners for that last wildcard spot, I think Tampa and the Rangers 100% have a better shot. Royals first 5, Chicago White Sox. I'm not going to talk you off the White Sox. White Sox are 1 win away from hitting their win total for the year. Just off pure momentum, and the Twins suck. Fair. And we get a suppness from Lex. Suppness, Lex. Final game of the day. We get to talk about the Yankees and the Astros. We got the Yankees with a minus 135 and a total of 9. Rodon and Christian Javier. Rodon this year, 28 starts, a 15-7 record with a 3.18 ERA, 164 and a third innings pitched, 58 earned runs, 67 walks, and 177 strikeouts. Rodon's been really good. I'm giving him the pitching advantage. Javier's been good in his 4 starts. 1-1 record with a 3.38 ERA and 16 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 9 walks, 16 strikeouts. Not enough to give him the pitching advantage. Plus, Rodon has been really good this year. We go for hitting advantages. These are the 2 teams' strength. Houston against lefties, 110 WRC plus. Yankees against righties, 118. So Yankees have the hitting and the pitching advantage in this game. And the line is moving towards the Yankees from minus 115 to minus 135. Total is also going from an 8.5 up to a 9. So I'm actually this is going to be a big game tonight. I'm going to be taking both the Yankee run line, and I'm going to be taking the over, and I'm going to be taking some player props. I'm not sure which ones yet, but I will be taking some player props as well in this game, probably loading up on this game in general, probably from both sides. But I'm going to end up ending my card with the Yankee run line and the over in this Yankee Astro game. In and out. There you go. In 100, up 500. There you go. Yanks first 5, and I would take a 6-4 Yankee win. Yes. Yankees finish off. I'm a little bit annoyed with myself because I looked at the series in the beginning. And I said Yankees are going to win the series, and they should have won last night. But I wish I took Yankees to win the series. But it is what it is. Back to the table, and New York Yankees money line is Lex Lock. And maybe Rodon to record a win. Don't use the lock, please. Don't use the lock. Come on. But that is everything for today's short card, short stream. We only had 6 games. We end up having 5 plays in 6 games. So for baseball, and then we have a play in the football game. So definitely have our action cut out for us today on the short card. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.